Welcome, welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It has officially begun. It is the final 6 days of the trophy pushing season. So, in celebration of Operation Blue Skies, I am pushing towards 6,000 in 6 days. So we will deal with clouds, but in a very different way than I'm used to for the rest of this season. Now, this means that we will postpone the update talk video until tomorrow. So look for that tomorrow, you guys, talking about all of the details or what is to come for the December update and looking forward to 2019. But in the meantime, we've got this. Now, I'm not going to put out 6 days of this video, not 6 videos of each individual day. Maybe I'll put out 3. We'll see how it goes. The first day has been very productive. So today we are I'm about 18 hours or so into this push. So we started last night. It became exactly 6 days remaining. I started right at about 5,000. I think I was technically like 5,007 or something like that, but that's okay. We'll see. It's basically getting from 5,000 to 6,000 in 6 days. Can it be done? Well, it seems like it's going to be easy, but of course the first half always goes more quickly. What is happening though is you've got tons and tons of players that are up much higher than me. So we're seeing offers like that. That's right, 25 trophies. And this wasn't the biggest. We saw multiple big offers like this because little Galadon, not baby Galadon, but little Galadon is only at 5,000 trophies. So there's tons of players. There's a huge player pool now that is above me in trophies. Whereas if you push the whole season, you're most likely in the top, 300 to 400 or so. And you're going to find that there are very, very few players that are above you. So it's been kind of cool. I've been stealing some of the big offers from some of the other members of Lost Phoenix who may have already pushed up to 55,600, 5,700. But, the theory is here, is it better to wait? Could I get higher than I did last season? Remember last season when I raced against Klaus, technically it was 2 seasons ago, I got to around 6,100 trophies or so. I think it was between 61 and 62. So, can we do that? Can we crack 6,100 in 6 days? Maybe that's a little bit short, but 6 days to 6,000 sounds better than 9 days to 6,000 or 10 days to 6,000. I mean, who's going to watch that video? Nobody, right? Oh. Okay, seriously. But anyway, so we tried 6 days to 6,000. We'll see. I mean, we might experiment and go, 2 weeks without pushing and then push hard the final 2 weeks of the season in the future. But either way, hopefully we won't have to. We will have more information tomorrow about this operation to kill the clouds that Supercell is working hard on. So, did I just say hard on? Working diligently on. All right, so you saw another 21 trophies right there. So the offers, again, pretty big. We're seeing a lot of players that have their 3rd Inferno Tower in disrepair. Well, technically not disrepair, but being upgraded, being installed, whatever it might be. Lots of players in the low to mid 5,000s still working on upgrading their bases, which is a good sign. When you start to see a ton of maxed out bases, then that's when you figure maybe it's time to put out some new content. But, we've got new content coming relatively soon. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed, got notifications turned on, and you will hear all about it in tomorrow's video. So, all right. So we're just blazing our way through here. Now, I will tell you this. Not every attack has been a 3-star like this. Lots of 3 stars. You'll notice I have gotten a bit lazy. I went back to E-Drags, and that's because I could do this in my sleep. I've done this so many hundreds of times at this point that it is, it's not going to be quite as solid a 3-star attack strategy. I would say right now I'm at about, I want to say 80% 3 stars as I'm pushing up, maybe a little bit higher. We've seen the occasional 2-star, and I think that might be higher if I were using Queen Walk Minor on these bases. But, it takes a lot more effort, and I'm not into effort right now. I just want to attack, gem it up, and move on, attack again. Now, when I say gem it up, even with a boost going, I'm noticing that, oh, check out this flashback. Is this a 2014 flashback right here? Town Hall sniping. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. There's really not a whole lot of purpose to this, but players maybe trying to drop trophies. he put his town hall on the outside. It really does bring back memories. If you guys haven't played Clash of Clans long, a couple of years ago, that was a common thing that players would do. They would put their town hall on the outside because as soon as the town hall was destroyed, you got an automatic shield. And oftentimes you would only lose one trophy because the first player that came across and saw you would be much lower level than you, or much higher level than you. Yeah, much higher level. And so you would only lose one trophy. But those days are gone. So anyway, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and smash this base. But where was I? I completely forgot what I was saying. Talk about the lost wall wrecker right here. Okay, so I activated it. I should have saved it. With this base, I didn't even need those bonus units right there. But yes, so even with boosted armies, it is a lot of gems. I would say that we are looking at closing in on the first 24 hours of the push. You guys ready for this? About 14,000 gems in one day. Seriously, about $100 worth of gems in one day because gemming up an army, and I'll do it in just a second. I think there's one where I gem it up before we go out live, and you'll see just how many gems it is. I think it's roughly like 200 gems or maybe more to wake up everybody. You got to wake up the heroes, of course, finish up the army training as well, and sometimes you even have to gem requesting for the clan castle units, and that's because I am finding bases so quickly right now. I would say on average from 5,000 to 5,300, maybe 5 minutes. About a 5-minute wait for the first 300 trophies or so. And then from 5,300 to, believe it or not, yes, that's a Town Hall 11. I gotta say, personally, I think that Town Hall 11 is the best looking Town Hall. I really do. I think it's the most attractive Town Hall. I think that 12 is okay, but the blue, I'm just not that into it on a Town Hall. I don't know. I think Town Hall 11 is a great looking one. And it's especially good looking when you're at Town Hall 12 and you're trophy hunting and you find some poor fool. No, he's not a fool. He's actually a good player who's pushing hard. Congrats. You're at Town Hall 11. You're in Legends League. I mean, you're going to face getting 3-starred like this on almost every defense. So it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of attacking. And there was a moment here where I thought, am I about to dip fail this Town Hall 11? It didn't look good. I didn't have a lot of units left, but you got to remember, Chain Lightning, OP, there it goes. Just wrecking those last few buildings, and we pick up the, well, relatively easy 3-star. And check out the trophies on this guy. Again, shout out to that player there. He pushed hard. He is a Town Hall 11, and he's not just right at 5,000. He's up there pretty high because, what was it again? I don't remember. Yeah, 15 trophies, so he's a little bit below me. Remember, if it's an even match, if you match somebody that's exactly at your trophy count, it's a 30 trophy offer. So right now we're at 5486, so almost halfway there. And yeah, it's going to be a tough run to try to catch up to Lost Phoenix, but we've already moved up. Look at that. We were in 49th place. We've moved up 14 slots to 35th, and on our way with 5 days and 6 hours left as of this moment. So let's just go ahead. Here we are at 5,500 trophies. It is about 8.5 minutes into this video. And, well, okay. Have I told you guys the pig joke? Have you heard the pig joke? This was one of my favorite jokes and one of my mom's favorite jokes of all time. So, a traveling salesman's driving down the road through rural America. And as he's passing all of these farms, these beautiful rolling hills, he sees up on the hillside a majestic pig standing on a hill with a peg leg. I kid you not. A peg-legged, a 3-legged pig. And he is so fascinated by the fact that there's a pig over there with 3 legs that he has to find out. He has to know what the story is behind this pig. And sure enough, he sees the farmer out by the front gate. So he pulls his car over and he says, "Sir, is that your pig up there on the hill?" And the farmer looks over there and says, "Oh yeah, that's Bessie. That's my prize pig. That is the family prize right there." I was like, well, that's amazing. I mean, she's got a peg leg. How does a pig end up with a peg leg? And he says, "Well, one night we were all asleep and the barn caught on fire. And Bessie, she ran into the barn and opened all the doors and saved all the horses. They all got out and Bessie saved everybody. She's amazing." So, well, did she lose her leg in the fire? She said, "No." He says, well. And then the farmer interrupts him again. So, one night, a burglar broke into the house, and Bessie bit the burglar on the leg, scared the burglar right off. He ran outside. Now, that's amazing. That's a heroic pig, but that still doesn't explain the leg. Why does the pig have a peg leg. Farmer says, simple. A pig that good, you don't eat all at once. All right, we're still in the clouds. Okay. That's my pig joke. I'm sorry. I think that joke's hilarious. A pig that good, you don't eat all at once? Come on. I love that joke. Oh, hey, there we go. We got a disaster of a business. This is like an anti-3 almost. Look at this thing. So this is typical. We're just going to go with the standard. So funneling, baby dragons on the outside, king, queen behind the wall wrecker. Wall wrecker going in after. That's a single target inferno right there. This is the safe approach. We're making sure that we pick up 2 stars. Because in a base like this, you never know. You could come from the far side, maybe, get that Eagle artillery out of the way. You might have a shot at a triple, but I would much rather pick up 2 stars than 1. It's kind of like Clan War Leagues. Go for the safe 2, right? So that's what we're doing right here. Just making sure, and pretty much every time, it's an easy 2-star. And so, yeah. So the Town Hall's down. Here comes your 2nd star for damage. And now it's just a matter of, I've got tons of freeze. I'm just keeping the Eagle frozen down here. Might as well. I mean, I guess I could have frozen the single target inferno up on the top right instead. These balloons, unfortunately, now if they had gotten that single target, if they'd gotten the Eagle down right there, then maybe this is a 3-star. It could have been. It could have been. So nonetheless, it's going to be a high percentage 2-star. The Eagle artillery is going to be the end of us. And it's only a 7 trophy offer. So unfortunately, yes, we are starting to see the lower trophy offers. So yeah, it was easy to get to about 5,500. The last 500 trophies, those are not going to be easy. Okay, so here we go. Here's the typical run. We need to finish up the army training. So 50 gems, 28 gems, and then you've got to wake up some heroes, and that is going to be expensive. Another 43, 43, 43. So that's 100. It's about 200 gems. About 200 gems for every single attack, and then we wait, usually not very long, to pick up the donation. And hey, the good news is, yes, believe it or not, this is sort of farming. We are down to 61 walls left. I don't remember where we were on the last video, but I think we've done about 10 walls so far. So that's kind of nice. And we will get the donation any moment now. With 14 people online, it's going to come in. So place your bets down below in the comments. Will Galadon get to 6,000? Where will I stop? Where will I make it by the end of this season? Let me know, and I will follow up with more episodes in the coming days. Thank you as always. Get ready for the update. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. Be kind to other people, be kind to animals. And I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. I predict you get to 5,717 trophies. That's right.